There's nothing better than enjoying the lake at a Northwoods cabin when relaxing in Minnesota or Wisconsin. For these homeowners, maintenance freedom was the order, and they wanted it done without losing that Northwoods cabin feel. So let's once again meet up with our contractor, Andy Lindus from Lindus Construction, to see how their goals were accomplished.
The reason I wanted to take you to this project, Stu, is because we handled all aspects of the home exterior. The roofing, the Trex decking, the season guard windows, and of course the siding.
Wow, a lot of different products involved in it, and I just love this location. Northwoods, I'm a big fan of the Northwoods on a beautiful lake. And you know, in our last project out at the farmhouse, we talked about the goals: energy efficiency, maintenance freedom, maintaining the aesthetics. What were the goals with these homeowners?
You know, the homeowners wanted to maintain that Northwoods look of the house. I mean, look at the setting right here. We're in the Northwoods, we're on a lake. They didn't want to get away from it and modernize the house too much, but they wanted to get maintenance free. I mean, you come up to a cabin up north, the last thing you want to do is get out the paintbrush and take care of the house. So, one, make it look like a Northwoods home. Two, make it maintenance free. And I think we accomplished all of that.
So what were some of the challenges that you encountered on this project?
Well, this is a type of project they kind of picked and choose what type of product they're going to use in different parts of the house. There's actually 3 types of siding, numerous types of windows, and of course the metal roofing. We had to try to tie it all together and still maintain the Northwoods look.
Well, let's go around front and you can point out some specific examples. Wow, this is beautiful. You know, Northwoods, this really just melts any stress away.
It is about as good as it gets, isn't it?
And I really like how you tied everything together here. You said they wanted to maintain a Northwoods feel. I love it. You get to see the metal roof, the green color gives you the Northwoods feel, the brown siding, again, a natural color, and not to mention the shakes up there. That's beautiful.
Yeah, the shakes really dress it up, don't they?
Now, you mentioned there's 3 different types of siding on this particular project?
Yes, there is. There's the vertical steel, the regular lap steel, and then, of course, the James Hardie staggered shakes.
Okay, so this is steel, but that's the fiber cement product up top.
We do this in numerous projects. You know, the fiber cement is a great way just to dress it up, give it more of a decorative feel. And the steel, of course, we use just for its longevity.
Not only the longevity, but it's so realistic. I love the embossing that you have here.
You know, over the years, this has really come a long way, Stu. We can really give it a nice wood grain feel compared to what it was way back when, where everybody would see that steel and really look fake.
You say you can give it to them. Does that mean that you actually fabricate it on site?
We actually have a few different types of wood grain embossing that we do on different houses per the customer's taste, and this is exactly something we do on site. It starts with a flat coil stock, runs through the machines, gives it embossed, and actually shapes the siding.
So that must be a pretty important aspect of a siding project, is to be able to fabricate it, so it's really a custom siding for each individual home?
Well, you said it right there, custom. Each piece of siding is made for that wall right here on the job site, whether it's the siding, the roofing, the vertical siding, everything is custom fit to this house.
And I noticed that it's seamless, so when you hear the term seamless siding, it's fabricated on site, and I assume that's more than just aesthetics, why that's important.
Well, it comes down to water infiltration, air infiltration, and aesthetics, of course. Anybody that's gone through any neighborhood and you can see that big wall, the first things that pops out at you, if it's not a seamless job, is the seams. It really takes away from the look of a house.
Sure. Now, I also notice here that, is this the same coil stock, the same fabrication?
It is the exact same steel as the siding. Only thing different is this just goes through the embossing roller, not the roller that puts the bends in the siding. Just run it through the embossing, and then we custom bend it right here on the job site to fit the wrap of the window.
Now, what about fabrication of the roof panels? Do you do those on site, or do they just show up already pre-made?
Everything we do is made right here on the job site. This panel right here, again, starts with a flat coil stock, runs through the machine, so it's custom fit to that wall. The last thing you want on a roof is a crack. Water, snow, ice dams, things of that nature. You don't want it to give any of that an opportunity to get to the house.
Regardless of whether it's an overlap or not, because the wind could blow it up there?
You can overlap it as much as possible. You put a crack in there, all you're doing is opening yourself up to problems.
Now, obviously, you're going to need gutters on here because there is no overhang.
Yep, we've decided to put the leaf guard gutters on here. It's the exact same color as the metal roofing, so it's going to tie in quite nicely.
And that's pretty important to make sure that you use the same coil stock or same color at least?
Absolutely. It's all made by the same manufacturer, so there's no shade difference whatsoever.
Now, the leaf guard gutter system, that's also fabricated right on site.
Yes, it is. It's actually a 22-foot long machine, goes through 18 different rollers, starts with a 24-inch flat stock. By the time it comes out, it's a regular 5-inch leaf guard gutter.
And so again, in a Northwoods setting like this, as we mentioned at our last house, don't forget about the gutters.
Exactly. You know, it's that one last step to really make the whole project come together.
Now, you mentioned there were some changes to the project once you were underway. What were some of those?
You know, this happens every so often in my business. People see things they like and they want to add to the project, and that's exactly what happened here. And we started out just doing a handful of windows on the project. We got them installed. The homeowners loved them so much they decided, you know what, before we put all the siding on, let's change out all the windows. So it took us about a week and a half to get the change order in, got the windows installed, started the siding, and they're very, very happy with it.
That, you know, drives home the point again about the contractor, one-stop shop, and if they're knowledgeable and experienced, they know how to handle change orders like that. And these windows look great. I like the color of them. They went with a vinyl window?
This is a vinyl window with triple pane glass with Krypton gas on the inside, so it gives you an R value of 10. So not only do they look great, this is the most energy efficient window on the market, so it's going to really cut down on their heating costs.
And on the inside, it's wood ingrained, as I can see that?
Yep, it's the wood grain interior made to match that nice wood that they have throughout the cabin.
Any other changes on this project?
You know, we started out, we weren't going to put as much of the James Hardie shake up in the upper row here, so we added about 2 more feet to that. I think it really added to the synergy, added to the lines of the house, and that was actually a change the homeowner suggested to us, and we were flexible and just went along with it.
Well, you know, I think they made the right call. It would have been a little out of balance. This looks absolutely perfect, and again, it drives home the point of the theme of today's show. Having a knowledgeable contractor, someone who understands all facets of the exterior remodeling process, it makes it go much smoother, and ultimately the homeowner gets what they want.
You know, you can plan all you want, but you also have to be flexible. Homeowners change their mind. That's okay. This is their house. They're the ones that are going to have to live here. Let's give them exactly what they want.
Stick around. We'll be heading back out to the farmhouse remodeling project that we saw earlier in today's program when we continue with today's Home Remodeler.